New research from Germany. They've interviewed 14,000 people at various ages. It says that people at my age, at least, the average perceived start of old age is now about 75. It's crept up, and that's because we live longer, we live healthier. 75. And I remember when I was a kid, someone 40 seemed ancient. Evelyn, 75, I mean, you're a spring chicken. Does it strike you as right, or are you thinking, nah, 65, that's about old?
Look, for someone who's about 4 decades away from 75, I read the study and thought, you beauty, gives us old girl a bit of hope that we haven't hit the wall yet. But I think it's more of a culture thing, to be honest. I think, people these days have to work a lot longer, whether it's cost of living or what. But, look at a few generations ago, kids married their childhood sweethearts. They started having children in their early 20s. They got a mortgage of $30,000, had it paid off, and could retire in their 50s. That was the normal way of life. Whereas you look at now, people, try before they buy for 20, 30 years sometimes, don't get married till their late 30s, maybe have 1 or 2 kids if they're lucky, have a mortgage of something they would never pay off in their lifetime, and then have to work later and later. So perhaps they're bumping it up because of this cultural thing. But like I said, I'm not complaining because it made me feel a bit younger. So it's good for me.
Well, certainly, it doesn't make me complain. I mean, it's odd, Garth, look, I am 64, and when I say that, I get a little shock every time, even now, because, that this is associated with that when I'm 64, the Beatles sang about it. I don't feel that at all. It's really weird. And it's when you think old age actually starts at 75, and, when in your mind, that gives you a lot of years to play with where you don't want to be sitting there on the couch or just hitting a golf ball. You want to do something still at that age.
Yes, I only 45 myself, so 50 does seem a long way off, but I'm at the age now where every day I look in the mirror, I look more and more like my Aunt Colleen. Old age does creep up on us bit by bit. Probably raised the issue more, I think, around, how do we get the younger kids now into homes? I think of my grandparents, and they were in homes that they built themselves, that they'd owned outright, and they were able to have a reasonably comfortable retirement. Goodness me, I hope we can make that situation available for the coming generations.
Well, Garth, the thing is, if you're not old until you're 75, I tell you what, you'll be having to get me out of this home with dynamite, so the kids have got little hope of inheriting this one for a long time yet, and that would apply doubly over the entire continent. I don't know. Evelyn Rae, Garth Hamilton, thank you both so much for your time.